tight end Shimon Mateer, probably your top guy there. What position battle intrigues you most going into spring ball?
Right now, this is something that I talked a little bit about today, right tackle. I think Savion played the majority of the season, on that bum ankle, and we got Kahlil Benson coming in from Indiana. I think that this battle, and I think it is going to be a battle. I don't think Savion has this job locked up, nor do I think Kahlil Benson comes in here as, an immediate day one shoe-in starter. I think that, they both have their strengths and areas of improvement, and I think really the guy who ends up starting for this spring game and probably later on in the season, it's going to be who's able to round out their game a little bit better, a little bit more. Really interested to see how Coach Oldholt works with these guys at the tackle position. But right tackle, I know a lot of people want to talk about center because that could be a 3-horse race right now, but really interested to see who ends up starting at right tackle because I would still count Savion in on that race.
Had he not come back from that ankle injury last year, I think people would be talking a little bit differently about Savion Washington right now because he was pretty solid. He wasn't perfect by any stretch early in the season, but he was playing at the level you need a right tackle at the Pac-12. Then he rolls his ankle. When he came back, he was struggling, and then you look to like a UCLA game, it's like, well, you just want to fire the whole bunch just because it looks that bad, right? But then you assess what Savion Washington was doing, basically playing with one leg out there. And he was somebody that Coach Prime was really high on when he was speaking with the media last year. So I think you're right. I would not be surprised at all if he's the starting guy. And that was one of we did our way too early depth chart predictions. And that was one that I thought maybe throwing a wild card in there just because it maybe is a more of a sleeper pick that, this is the guy that started last year.
Yeah. Right now, if you're asking me to make a pick, I'll put a little bit of money on Savion. I want to see him continue to develop and improve, but I just remember, when did he roll his ankle? It must have been week 3 or week 4.
It was 4 or 5. I think.
Okay, something like that. I just remember the talk around everybody on the internet, on Twitter, everything like that was, we just lost our best offensive lineman. Now I know we didn't have a very good offensive line at all last year, but I do agree with you that if he never even tried to play hurt, I think there would be a different narrative around him coming into 2024.